Welcome back to the Entrepreneurial Edge. I'm Chris Bishop. Now, they were all here in Kigali, entrepreneurs and CEOs alike, to make a small slice of history. This was the first ever gathering of its kind between members of the business world of both Rwanda and Dubai. It sparked plenty of ideas how money can be made.
Rwandan coffee is much more cheaper. So this this is a rule in any product to penetrate any market is quality and price. So I have these two are available for the Rwandan coffees. This is one thing. And the consumption of Rwandan coffees the coffee in UAE is huge. And from UAE will be a door to the other countries in the region. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, you can expand from there. So I think this will really contribute in a huge export of Rwandan coffee. One more thing is the ananas. Here you have one of the best ananas or pineapple in the world, but probably needs some investment in building a factory for packaging in Rwanda, so to export it to the region.
Rwanda is expected to export $280 million worth of goods to the UAE this year. In return, exporters in Dubai plan to send back more than $116 million worth, with the hope of sending more. At the heart of this gathering was Mohammed Ali Al-Kamali, the Deputy CEO of Dubai Exports. He spoke to my colleague Arnold Quizera.
When we talk about Dubai and United Arab Emirates, we've been a country which is focusing on diversification all the time. I mean, part of several strategies that has been disseminated across the country and even in the Emirate of Dubai. We do understand that there is a potential of other sectors that we need to tap in. That's why in Dubai you have a lot of strategies which has been put in by the government in order to diversify. Lately, maybe the Dubai Industrial Strategy, for example, which is toward 2030, which is equivalent and linked with the exporting industry. So manufacturing is something very important that linked with the export and supporting the overall foreign trade of Dubai and United Arab Emirates overall. If we look even at our trade numbers, we talk about a yearly growth that's happening into our foreign trade, which is actually a great justification of the diversification that we have. Yes, we do understand that there are a lot of international players among us, but even when we started in Dubai, and this was actually given by our leaders, it's given by our actually officials available over there in terms of different sectors, is how we can convert ourselves to be the hub of the world. That's why you see a successful actually stories that we have in Dubai and United Arab Emirates of being, for example, one of the largest re-export hub, because we do understand that we would like to connect with the world. So yes, diversification is something was very important that we kept in our country in order to support other sectors which will contribute to the overall GDP of the city itself. Lately also there are a lot of opportunities has been discovered even within the Emirate of Dubai, when we talk about artificial intelligence, when we talk about technology, when we talk about being a smart city, and etc. So we are very much focusing on diversification because we do believe that diversification is something really to support the economy.
When you mentioned that the re-exporting and Dubai turning itself into a re-exporting hub, one thinks it's a one-way route for the trade. But a country like Rwanda, a country like Kenya, a country like Tanzania would love to export back. Now, what are the opportunities in order to improve this balance of trade position for the African countries?
Yeah, see, our intention actually of coming here, yes, we are bringing with us a manufacturer companies. We are bringing with us, for example, no less than 17 companies comprised of 8 sectors today. What we look at it is basically the both ways. We are a hub, Rwanda is a hub. For us, we do understand that most of the companies who are coming today maybe look at exporting to Rwanda. But also we are bearing in mind that we are also a re-exporting hub for the people to come and use Dubai as it is, to go for another part of the world as well. So for us, basically, yes, in order to support the trade balance, we do believe that it's a two-way relationship that we are creating. Yes, we would love to export to Rwanda, but also we would like Rwandians to use Dubai as a hub as well to reach better markets. We spoke about the closest countries here in Africa. I think, see, part of what we do as in Dubai Export is, we do support our exporter to reach an international markets. We have a specific markets that we are focusing on, and we have a wider markets that we are also covering. Because the channels which we are creating and the services available with us at Dubai Export comprise of participating in international exhibitions, which is available in all the countries. We do B2B, such as the event which we are having today as well. So for us, basically, we are looking into two-ways relationship, but we are starting by exporting to here because we do understand that the potential of Rwanda, not only for Rwanda, is for the closest market to Africa. And this goes back to the strategy which we have toward Africa. Africa is a very important market. The growth rates available in Rwanda and the other countries is very promising for us. So we do understand also there is a huge young generation coming in Africa, which we need to attend. Now today, if you look at the businesses overall, there is also a change on the consumer behavior overall. There is a youth generation coming that you need to attend their needs as well. So for us, we are looking into both ways relationship. We are looking and bringing those companies to export, but not only to Rwanda, but using Rwanda as their hub to go for a better African markets as well.
When one listens to what you just said, there is a very deliberate strategy in there. Can we just get a bit of inside information, if possible, of what's the short-term plan of what you want to bring to Africa, and then the long-term plan?
We've started our program toward Africa for the past 5 years. We went to countries such as Ghana, we went to Nigeria, we went to Ivory Coast, we went to Kenya, we went to Tanzania, and today we are here in Rwanda. For us, is basically, if we look at the insights of our strategy, is basically to push more products that really consumed here in Africa. So food sector is very much important. Electronics is also something that we really look at it in a very good way. And also when we talk about packaging industry, which is, we are very competitive on it. Most of the companies in Dubai and United Arab Emirates actually obtained an international standards when it comes to their manufacturing. So for us, maybe we look generally on those products. However, we are not limiting ourselves into this.
The growth of Dubai from the airlines to it being a re-exporting hub also gives lessons to African countries. Now, what are some of those nitty-gritties that can be picked from that?
See, for us in Dubai, the most important thing for us is actually to have a good customer experience. So the people actually who come to deal with Dubai, who travels to Dubai, who do business in Dubai, who wants to expand even in Dubai, who even wants to live in Dubai, they should have a better experience. That's why our leaders and our officials even in all various sectors in the government sector focusing on delivering products and services that gives you a customer experience. If you look at customer service overall, back people spoke about customer satisfaction, and then it went to customer retention, and people started to talk about how we make customer happy. But today in Dubai, we look at the customer experience, how you will have a good experience in the city of Dubai, which allows you to come again, which allows you to live on it, which also allows you to come and conduct a business with. So the first thing that we're really focusing on is a customer experience. The level of service which we have in terms of making people easy dealing, for example, with the government or the private sector, is the technology part. We are actually very much advanced when it's come to this. There are a lot of strategies in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates overall to create those applications which will help people to conduct a business, to ask for a service, and etc. So this, which I see it personally, is the foundation of any city that would like to be competitive.
When you talk about re-exporting as well, Rwanda is taking coffee to the world. We've just talked to the ambassador, His Excellency, and say there's a need for coffee, Rwandan coffee, to Dubai. But outside coffee, what are some of the other industries that potentially Rwandans can tap into in the Dubai market?
See, I mean, agriculture products is very competitive for Rwanda to come and use Dubai as a market for it, and also as a hub to reach better market. You spoke about the coffee. Dubai has created recently also the Dubai Coffee Center, replicating the perfect idea that we had, which is the Dubai tea center as well. So this was created by our one of the main agencies in an organization in Dubai, which is the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center. The team over there realized the potential of these commodities and created sort of a big facility in order to bring the world, for example, teas to Dubai, and from Dubai to go to the world. That's why now they have created the coffee center. So I think you spoke about coffee. Still, coffee is important, by the way. And I think agriculture products are over there. And also to Rwandan, businesses to learn also the how we do the customer experience. How to also, Dubai is very competitive in terms of training. Dubai is also competitive in terms of having world largest seminars, forums, which brings all over the world in terms of people, in terms of, also best practices available. So I think there is a huge potential when it's come to product exporting or re-exporting, and also for the services side to come and use Dubai as a hub for their better services.
Just before I let you go, is tourism an industry that Rwanda can tap into, using Dubai as a gateway into the country?
Absolutely. Today we have a direct flight between Dubai and Rwanda through Rwanda airline, which is the one which I used actually, and it was very full, which is very promising. I mean, in terms of tourism, we are very much also competitive, looking at the destination over there in terms of the retail industry, which is very strong that we have. And I mean, the connectivity is very important also. People can use Rwanda airline reaching to Dubai, and from Dubai also going with Emirates airline to the better world and other destinations over there. I think, when it's come to tourism, we've been none in the market, and I mean, Dubai offers a very strong products available within the tourism industry. Festivals all around the year available there. We have a retail seasons also for people to come and shop and have a good experience. We have the world largest restaurants available in Dubai and United Arab Emirates, despite the fact also the tremendous availability of the shopping malls, which we are very competitive and one of the masters in the region over there. So I think also tourism can be understood very well from Rwanda in Dubai, and they can also use a lot of opportunities available over there when it comes to tourism sector. And again, looking at the connectivity between us through Rwanda airline, it's actually made it very easy to come to Dubai, and also from Dubai to come to Rwanda.
A will to do business that is likely to inspire entrepreneurs from Dubai to Africa. That's all we have time for on this edition of the Entrepreneurial Edge. Stay tuned to CNBC Africa in the coming weeks for some great stories of how people from all walks of life turn ideas into money. From me, Chris Bishop, it's goodbye.